So today's last topic. So torque on a current loop placed in a magnetic field. So we are going to discuss if we place a loop in a magnetic field. So how much will be the torque acting on that? Okay. So one thing you have to note that here we are going to discuss two cases. Okay. First one, when the unit vector. What is the unit vector? That is the area of this one is perpendicular to the field. Look at this, the field is coming from here to here. But this field is from here to here. Okay, and the area is just like this. I mean this like this. So here, here. But we cannot draw in two dimensional, right? On a two-dimensional board we cannot draw that. In a plane we cannot draw that. So we draw like this. So you have to consider that field is from this point to this point. Like this is the north pole and this is the south pole. Field is from here to here. But what about this loop? Loop will be like this. Okay. Alright. So first we will discuss when the unit vector is perpendicular to n. Perpendicular to the field. Okay. So first of all, you have to consider PQRS is the loop, and PQRSSP. Four sides are there. Okay. So all these four sides will make all are different conductors. All are conductors, right? So you can consider as they are conductors in a magnetic field. So that is how we are going to solve this problem. So first of all, and the sides A and B, and we will consider the directions I, J, K here. So I'll give you a tip for this, and you don't have to worry much about that. Okay. So again, first one, we will consider force on the section PQ. First, you have to write the setup or write about the setups. I mean, what are the setups we have made here? North pole, south pole, and uniform magnetic field from north to south. And this is the conductor. I mean, the loop, etc. And all the things you have to note that. Okay. Then we will move on. Force acting on section PQ. First, we will consider PQ. Okay. And what about length? Length is in this direction, in the minus j direction. Length is in the minus j direction. And what about B? B is always in this direction. B is magnetic field is always from this direction to this direction. This is I direction. Okay. So we consider this is I, this is J up, J down, minus J. Okay. And then we consider K, that is force. So we know that we have learned that formula, right? I mean, we have learned that rule, right? What is that? So take your left hand, Fleming's rule, and then force will be in this direction, force will be in the K direction, and then I direction and J direction. You can find out that. You can find out by using left hand rule, Fleming's left hand rule. So that is what is this one. You got me? Okay. So then I'll give you the idea. Don't worry. So if PQ is equal to I into L cross B. It's very simple. I into L cross B. And what is L here? L is the length of this. That is area. A. Small a. So minus I into A into B into. What is the direction of L? What is the direction of L? Minus J. So minus you can take out outside J cross. What is the direction of B? I. So J cross I. So it will be J cross I. So what is J cross I? You know that IJK. Draw like this IJK. Then, draw like this IJK. And here J cross I in the reverse direction. So it will be minus K. It will be minus K. So minus K into minus into minus plus K. IAB K. So you know this rule, right? I cross J, K. K cross I, J. J cross K, I. But K cross J, minus I. J cross I, minus K. You got it? Okay. So K cross I, J. I cross K, minus J. Okay. So, and I cross I, 0. J cross J, 0. K cross K, 0. I think you all know about this. Alright. So this is what is FPQ. What about FQR? The same way you have to think like this. Otherwise you won't get it. Look at this. What about length? Length is QR in this direction. So look at this. Here it is I direction. So BI. Okay, so FAQ, and magnetic field is always fixed one. The magnetic field direction is fixed one. So it will be FQR is equal to IL cross B, which is equal to I cross I, which is equal to 0. Again, see that one RS, force on the section RS. So L is equal to, again, L is equal to in this direction, J. L is equal to J. Okay, so A into J. So what about B? B is equal to BI. FRS is equal to IUL cross B, that is J cross I. J cross I. What is J cross I? Look at this. J cross I minus K. Minus IAB into K. Here B is not this B. This B is small b. Okay, side is small b. Small a and small b. This is capital. Okay. Again, what about the last one? SP. Here SP. So here minus BI is the length. Magnetic field is equal to B into I, and then FSP is equal to I into L cross B, that is equal to LBIL into I cross I, which is equal to 0. So what will be the total force? F net is equal to FPQ plus FQR plus FRS plus FSP. The total is equal to 0. You can check it. Total value will be 0 plus 0 minus IAB plus IAB, which is equal to 0. All are K. IAB into K, IAB into K. Okay. Now, so net force is equal to 0. So what is the torque? Torque is equal to, we have learned it in the first year. So torque is equal to integral toy, which is, integral in the sense, here discrete values. So summation toy, which is equal to R. What is the equation of torque? Torque is equal to perpendicular, force into perpendicular length. So R cross F. So B by 2 into IAB plus B by 2 into IAB. So other one forces are 0. Then what is the value? B by 2 plus B by 2, that is AB into IAB. What is AB actually? Look at the loop. What is AB? A into B, that is the area. So I can write AB is equal to area, then net torque is equal to AIB into J cap. So this is what is the value. Okay. So this is what is the total value of torque acting on a current carrying loop when it is placed in a magnetic field, and also the aerial vector is perpendicular to the magnetic field. In second case we are going to discuss, that is aerial vector is not perpendicular to the magnetic field. Okay, a small difference only, so we will discuss it.